I did change some things, but I still don't know if you can hear me. Let me also check something more. I can hear something. Yeah, audible. It was very quiet. So can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I don't know. I hope that you can hear me. I can talk more loudly, but I don't know if this is the answer. I'm checking for audio. Okay. My audio seems to work now. Now it's better, just decrease volume. Yeah, my volume is on maximum. It's on 100%. I don't think that I can make it like go any higher than that. But I can talk very loudly, so I hope that it will be a bit better, because I don't know, like I checked everything and the voice seems to be okay. Yeah, I don't know. I will try to speak as loud as I can, and I hope that you guys are able to hear me, because I don't know, I cannot make something else for the voice. The next time I will be better prepared, so I will have maybe a better audio sound, something like that. But so far I hope that you can hear me. Alright, as I said, but you didn't listen to me because I was talking on my own, I didn't have video. This video, as you may have understood by the title of it, it's going to be another Q&A, and I already have some of your questions, and I asked you like a couple of weeks ago on Instagram to ask me anything, and I got quite a few questions, so thank you very much about that. Although I didn't answer all of those questions back then, so I thought that we could start with some questions that I received a couple of weeks ago, and then we can continue with your questions. I hope that's fine. And I will also wear my glasses because I cannot see very well otherwise. And yep, let's get started. The first question that I have is, how would you encourage more ladies to enter the niche areas of cybersecurity? I think that this is like a general question, or I will try to answer it in a little bit more general question, like how to get more ladies into the tech world. I would say that there is not a difference between men or women. If woman wants to join, like, feel free to join. I don't know why we don't have so many women. Maybe it is because women are afraid that this is like a man's world, so they don't join in so easily. But every time that I see a female and every time that I can help her, I always try to do that. Like a couple of years ago, I also had write an article about women in tech and the things that we can do about that. I will try to find that article and I would leave it down in the description box, so maybe this will be helpful at least for some of you. Okay, I see more people in the comments right now and this makes me happy. Hello everybody. What else do we have? It says, will you help me with English? I got this question from other people as well, but I'm not sure on how I can help you with English. If you want like to leave comments on Instagram or on Twitter or here on my YouTube channel, then yeah, thank you very much about that. I will try to reply to you, and that's how we can communicate and both of us can improve our English, because I'm also not a native speaker. So yeah, that's just a short answer. Then it says Golang and web dev. I'm not sure what do you mean with this question, so I'm afraid I cannot answer it. Then we have anything. How are you? Well, thank you for asking. I'm fine. This morning I was studying a little bit. I have like many things to do this day, so yeah, I was studying at least for 2 or 3 hours, like consequently. I didn't take almost any breaks, and I'm happy about that because I was also not checking the social media or stuff like that, so I was very concentrated on my studies this morning. And then I had lunch, and then I started working with this video. So yeah, thank you very much. And oh, I can see more people in the comments. Nice to see you all. Don't forget to leave a comment, and in a bit I will try to answer your question as well. So, after how are you, we have visit Holland. I like Holland, and I've been there quite a few times. I used to do an internship there, but that was like 3 or 4 years ago. And so the first time that I visited Holland, or like the Netherlands, it was due to my internship, and after that, like, I really loved the country. So yeah. Then it says, what inspires you to do coding? Again, thank you very much for that question. For me, I love coding because I feel that I can do a lot of stuff. I can help my friends, I can help my family, I can help myself, I can search things, I can fix things, I can do things. So that's why I really like coding, and this is how I get my inspiration and motivation. Another thing is that I like to interact with people that are in the tech world, and I do find those people usually over social media, and I like to connect with them. As I said, they give me ideas, we exchange ideas, and all those things like give me motive to continue doing what I am doing. And also, of course, you guys give me the motive to continue coding, designing, and working with my things, because I get like many positive responses, and yeah, I actually really appreciate you guys, so thank you very much about that. What else do we got? Is web development under front end, or front end is different? Okay, I think what this person means is if web development is the same as front end development, and pretty much it's the same thing. I think that it's just that how you call it. I feel that more people nowadays call it front end development, whereas some years ago they were calling it web development. Pretty much it's the same. Maybe web development has to do a little bit more with websites and stuff like that, whereas a front-end developer can do more than this, can do like app development, can do web development, but I don't feel that there is much difference between those two things. Personally, I say that I'm a front-end developer, but it would be the same thing that I am a web developer. Obviously, don't confuse things. Web developer is a different thing from a back-end developer, and also front-end developer is a different thing with a designer. So with a UI designer, for example, those things have like a lot of differences, whereas web development and front-end development are pretty much the same. Okay, let's continue to the next one. Do we have a next one? Okay, let me also check your comments. Views on Vercel. Okay, so I don't know Vercel, so I'm afraid that I cannot answer that question. I'm really sorry about that. People share this video and like it. I think we must support all YouTubers. They help us, support us with knowledge, which is free, especially Eleftheria. Thank you very much for your comment. Go like and share the video. Yeah, guys, actually it would be very helpful if you could help me with sharing this video. And I usually spend a lot of time on these videos. I usually spend time researching things and then editing and then trying to promoting, and I do all of those things for free. I don't get paid from anyone, really, not from YouTube, not from sponsors, not by anyone else. So it would be the world to me if you could support me. the only thing, so basically, that I'm asking is to just watch my videos, nothing else, like really nothing else. Just watch my videos, and this is like more than enough. So I really appreciate it. Hello. I see also some people from Greece, and Greece is my country, so yeah, thank you guys for that. Thank you for joining me as well. And if you like look at me and you see me that I'm looking to left or right, it's because I have like two monitors, left and right, and I want to see your questions, but also the questions that I have in front of me from Instagram. So I will continue a little bit with the questions that you can see right now on the monitor, and later I'm going back to the chat and I will continue like chatting from your comments. Okay, next question, and guys, I cannot see very well, so let me wear my glasses. How often should we change the job? I don't think that you should change your job very often. Try to stick to your work at least for 1 year. If you cannot stick for 1 year, then at least have a good reason for why you are dropping, why you're quitting, because I know that it doesn't look very good having on your resume stuff like 6 months here, 6 months there. But if you are in a company for 2-3 years and you want to develop yourself a little bit more, and you don't have the chance to do that through your current position or your current company, then I feel that it would be nice to change jobs, just because I get it that you may want to develop yourself, you may want another position, you may want something completely different. So I think that staying minimum 1 year and then maximum like 2-3 years, but it also depends on what you want to do with your life. I mean, you could stay somewhere forever if it's great and you develop yourself all the time. Next question, on which course you are going on? I think that probably because it's cut, I think that I'm in this question. So this question is a bit cut. I'm not exactly sure what this person means. But if you're asking me about my background and what courses I took, I am an engineer. I have graduated from the Department of Informatics and Telecommunications of Engineering. It was a 5 years polytechnical university, and after that I continued with my master's, which I'm currently also doing, and it's more focused on UX and UI, so not so much coding. Okay, cool. And you're looking beautiful, thank you. Which programming language do you, I think this person asks me what programming language I'm more into. I will start with HTML and CSS, and I know what you guys are going to answer, that HTML and CSS are not programming languages, and yes, I agree on that, so I'm just kidding. I'm also working with JavaScript and AngularJS. Yes, AngularJS and not Angular. There is a difference between those two things. And I'm also going a little bit with Kotlin. Kotlin is something similar with Java, so it's object-oriented programming and not like JavaScript, okay? Let me check your comments and then we will go back to the questions, okay? So, is it possible to anyone to complete 100 days or 300 days FreeCodeCamp challenge? Since new FreeCodeCamp has too many new advanced topics, is it 1 hour enough per day? Okay, hi Amar, and thank you for the question. Let me change something. Okay. Let me make that a little bit bigger. Okay, so I will go with Amar's question about 100 days of code and 300 days of code, and you guys like keep asking me questions. I will do my best to answer them. And I have to say that first of all, some people are confusing 100 days of code with FreeCodeCamp. FreeCodeCamp has nothing to do with 100 days of code, and 100 days of code has nothing to do with FreeCodeCamp. So these two things are not connected. Okay, let me do it like that. So yeah, these two things are not connected. But I would say that if you have some experience in coding, then maybe it's easier for you to go through the FreeCodeCamp exercises. If you don't have much experience and you are a newbie to that world, then no, 100 days or 300 days are certainly not enough. I would say that take as much time as you can and go through FreeCodeCamp curriculum, because they have like really great exercises, and I started coding mainly through FreeCodeCamp and 100 days of code. Not that these things are connected, but that's just how I did it. And yeah, FreeCodeCamp is continuously like evolving, and it gets like more exercises. It covers like more fields and fields. I remember when I started, like they had 4 certificates, and I did 2 of those certificates. So now I go back sometimes and I see that they have more and more and more exercises, which is really awesome. But my advice, and to answer that question, is that no, you need to devote a lot more hours than 1 hour per day. And yeah, I'm sorry, but this is the truth. Coding is hard, so 1 hour won't be enough. Okay, let's continue. Hello, people in the chat again. Our other question, let me copy it. Okay, the other question here, it says how to build social media audience. That's actually a pretty good question, and I like to answer that question because I don't want to brag here, but I feel that I do a quite pretty work with social media. And I also, like, you can see my social media here. If you want to check them out, feel free to do so. I use Instagram and Twitter. I mainly use Twitter as my main social media, and I don't use Instagram that much. I obviously post there, but I feel that with Twitter I have like a better communication with people, and my audience, let's say, there it's we have like the same direction. All of us wants to be better developers, better programmers, and better people in life. And if you don't follow me on my social media, but you like the things that I say right now, then feel free to follow me there as well. So now, to answer your question about how to build your social media, I would say to be patient. Try to find people that you like, follow those people. If they ask questions, answer their questions. If there are specific hashtags that you like, for example, I like 100 days of code hashtag, then go follow that hashtag, and again, try to find people through the hashtag that you really like, and then do the same for yourself, meaning ask questions to people. Don't afraid to ask questions. Like, even if you think something is silly, like, don't worry, just ask questions. If you know the answer to something but you want to clarify or get like more details, again, ask questions. People love to ask and then receive answers, so always be there for people. If they ask you something, like, totally answer them, and like, devote a few minutes every day doing the same thing. So devote a few minutes every day liking posts, connecting with people, finding hashtags that you like, and, like, work on all of these things. What do you guys think? Do you think that this helps solving the social media mysterious, and does it help you to get developed? Because I personally think that it's very helpful having social media, and it gives you a lot of opportunities. For me, some of the opportunities that they gave me, that the social media have gave me, is that I connected with really a lot of people from all over the world. I got the chance to travel into different countries because they were asking me to talk in conferences and stuff like that. And yeah, all in all, I think social media are great, but like, don't spend too many time into that, because you also have a life. And the other thing is that, like, don't compare yourself to others. If you see some developers that have like a big following on social media, don't worry about that. You can reach those people, just see what they are doing and try to do something similar with your social media or your YouTube channel. I think that for now this is my answer, but if you want, we can talk about that later as well. let's continue a little bit more. How to prepare for Amazon bid organization. Sorry, give me a second. Okay, so we have like here another question which says how to prepare for Amazoner bid organization. What do you mean Amazoner? You mean Amazoner or Amazon? I don't get that quite well. Okay, could you please ask the same question once again in the comments and I will check it, because I don't know what Amazoner is, so I cannot answer that question. But if you want to get into more details about that, again, just leave a comment. Okay? Cool. Let's see what else do we have. We have, let us know, do the VueJS versus React. I will do that, so stay tuned about that, about Vue and React, okay? Stay tuned. I'm feeling, okay, let me take that question. Okay. Okay, so Amar asks, I'm feeling discouraged when I'm not able to solve intermediate challenges from freecodecamp. Should I go back to basic challenges again? Did you also face this? Well, again, it depends. I remember that I could do some of the intermediate exercises, and of course there were other that I couldn't do. But the point is that they are called challenges. Okay, keep that word, challenges, because they are hard and they are supposed to be challenges. If if they were easy, it would be in the category of like basic exercises, or they wouldn't be called challenges. Now they are being called challenges because they are hard. Okay, so keep that in mind and don't feel discouraged. Something that could potentially help you is one, as you said, you could go back to the exercises that you already know and you've already done. But the other thing is, try to understand what specific you don't know. Is it an algorithm that you don't know or can understand? Is it like the logic? Is it the thing that they are asking you to do that you don't understand? What exactly is this? Because if it just let's say an algorithm that you don't understand, take some time and try to figure it out by yourself. If you're sure that you cannot do that, then you can also search it a little bit over the internet. I don't mean that you should find the solution over the internet, but I'm saying that you can try to find something similar and try to understand that thing. Really take your time to understand that thing and then go back to the challenge. It is a challenge, as I said. It's going to be hard, so you shouldn't feel discouraged about that. I think that the most important thing is to give time to yourself to grasp those concepts and let them like sink in your head. And after some days, you will see that you will feel better about those things. Just for sure, don't drop it, keep fighting, and I'm pretty sure that you will do those challenges. The best one I have heard a lot, the golden slice. You could say it's 2 years. Give one, yeah. Thanks, Nick. Best way, in your opinion, to start freelancing? Okay, we have like another question about freelancing. Okay, it's coming from Aman. Thank you also, Mom, that every time you're joining my videos, so this is awesome. Like, thank you very much about that. And I think that for freelancing, I have talked a bit before. I think that you should have an online presence, and this will help you getting some freelancing jobs. If you're too beginner, I'm afraid I don't have the best news for you. If you are a beginner, it's going to be a little bit harder because you won't have much experience and the other person has to trust you. In order to trust you, they will have to see your CV, they will have to see your projects, and as a beginner, you maybe don't have many projects. So my suggestion there would be to build a portfolio, make projects that you like and you can show to other people, so have them in a public place like on GitHub, and be very persistent and work towards your online presence as well. Always be there for the other person and try to connect with them over the social media, And sometimes another thing from freelancing is ask your friends and family if they have any job that you could do for them. I know many people started working for their aunts, their uncles, and stuff like that. And one people would say to the other person, hey, he made me my website or she made me my website, so let me hire that person once again. So don't feel afraid to ask the people near you if they need something and if you can do that thing. So these are my two main suggestions. The first one is to build an online portfolio that you can show to other people, and the second one is to ask friends and family if they have something that you can do for them. Okay. Let's see what else we have into the comments. How to prepare? Okay. I found another cool question. My lights are a bit weird. I don't know what's going on with my lights. So we have a question, from Handra, which says how to prepare for FANG company and how to start data structure and algo. So this is actually a pretty good question, and I know that a lot of people want to move to those companies, to the FANG. And if you don't know what FANG means, it's like for Facebook, Amazon, and Google, and all these like big companies. If you search online, you will find a lot of great sources on the things that you can do to be a little bit better prepared for the interviews and stuff like that. I cannot go through the details because I don't know. I never wanted to work in such a company, so I've never researched that. But I would say that if you make like a quick Google search, you will find a lot of answers. There are a lot of resources. For example, I have like a friend of mine that he wants to go to Microsoft, and Microsoft like suggests what he should read, what he should take care of, and they send him like a big PDF with the things that he could read to be better prepared in those interviews. And I think that if you search online, you will find a lot more answers and PDFs and stuff like that with the resources that you can go through to be a little bit better prepared for the interviews. And yes, as you say, in these interviews they ask a lot of things about data structure and a lot of things about algorithms, and these people know that all those things that they are asking for algorithms and data structure, you maybe don't even need them in your like daily tasks, but those things shows how you think. Let's say how clever you are, although I don't like the word clever because all of us are clever. But yeah, I would say that your main focus should be on algorithms, and try to do as many exercises and as much practice as you can, because you will need it if you're looking to go into one of those companies. What else we have? Let's see. Is it better to ask? Okay. Then we have like another question which says, is it better to ask and look fool once rather than never ask and be stupid for life? Oh, come on, this is not even a question. I think that you know the answer. Guys, ask question and ask questions like as soon as you know that you don't know something, just ask a question. I know that a lot of newbies and a lot of new people in tech, they do afraid to ask questions, but just don't do that. Ask questions. Of course, there is like something very crucial here. Do not ask questions before you make some research on your own. So I would say the first thing that you have to do is to make some research on your own. For example, you have like a coding problem. You have something in your code that you cannot figure it out, or maybe there is a bug, something like that. Okay, so step number one, try to Google it. Okay, try to find some answer there. And Stack Overflow is our best friend, right? So try to find an answer through Google, and always like debug your code. So check the debugger if you can see something there. Google the error. The next thing that you should do is to try to test everything that you found online. So when you will ask the other person the question that you have. You will say, I research those things. I research why my code is not working. I research the error. I research blah 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 and blah things. And I found those solutions. I found those solutions over, let's say, Stack Overflow. I did try those things, and those things didn't work for those specific reason. So the other person, when he or she will try to help you, will know what she did, what didn't work, and it will be like he will be better prepared to give you a better answer. So yeah, do ask questions as soon as you have the questions, but also don't forget to make the research. Okay. Okay, about Amazon. Okay, now I see the questions about Amazon. Sorry. Amazon. Okay, so how to prepare for Amazon organizations and stuff like that. I think that my answer is the same as we said before with FANG, and I think that you can make research over the internet, and you will find many resources with the things that you can do and the things that people ask in those interviews. Okay, I'm afraid that I cannot help you more with that. Okay, I have like one more question here, which is coming from Sam, and that question says, what is the best setup equipment for coding? What is your desk setup? Okay, I have like a very minimal setup, I would say. I don't have a desktop, I only have a laptop. I have like an HP Pavilion laptop. It does the job. I have my laptop for many years, so maybe like next summer, if I can afford it, maybe I will buy a new one. I don't think that, at least at first in your career, you should like spend too much money on buying like the perfect equipment. First, make sure that you love what you're doing, and then like try to find a solution to the equipment. And actually, let me try to copy that question. Okay, just give me a second here. Oops. Nope. Okay, so my current equipment would be, I have a microphone, as I said like earlier. I have like this microphone over here, and I recently bought a web camera, but it was like a cheap one, just because again, like I'm not sure how much I'm going to use that camera. And I also have like a really cool keyboard, that one. Sometimes I don't use that one because I'm coding or I'm doing things like in live stream, and this is a mechanical keyboard. It makes too much sound, and I know that it doesn't, it's not very like pleasant to hear that sound all the time. So basically this is my equipment. Oh, and of course like an external monitor. If you would invest into something, I would say to invest into a second monitor and a nice chair to sit on, because you will sit for a lot of hours. I have this chair from IKEA, and it's like really cool. Yeah, I do like it a lot. Okay, what else? Okay, I do have one more question here. Let's go here. How to become good in making pixel perfect layouts? Well, this is something that takes time, and you have to be good with HTML and CSS, and also be very focused on the details, and also make sure that you are always checking for cross compatibility. You always check it through different like browsers. You use Chrome, you use Firefox, you use even Edge. You use different kind of things to check your designs, and you also use like responsive techniques. So my suggestion, the biggest suggestion that I could give you here, is to look through the details and write code that can be expandable, and it can go through every website, and not every website, but through every browser, because like some things sometimes they work on, let's say, Chrome, and some other things are working on Firefox, and sometimes you have to find solutions for both of these things, and sometimes you are changing the monitor and you see something in a small monitor and it may look cool, but then you have like your bigger monitors and it doesn't look so cool. So I would suggest you to use some techniques about responsiveness, maybe use queries, maybe use like flexbox and layouts and stuff like that, that they can really help you on making pixel perfect layouts. Okay. Okay, then we have like another question which is like really nice, and I feel that a lot of people have that in their mind. And this question says how to deal with imposter syndrome. Well, guys, I think that all of us from time to time can have the imposter syndrome, and all of us feel sometimes that we are not good enough, and there are people that they are like way better than us, and there are people that are better in the job than we are, and you know, like all of these things. And if you think about that like all the time, it will make you feel bad, it will make you feel like you're not worth it. Sometimes you will even afraid and you will say things such as, what if my boss understands that I'm not good enough? But don't be afraid of those things. Like, we all started from somewhere. No one will expect from you to know everything, and those people that you see that they are like senior, they also were juniors before. You are good as you are great as you are. Just do the best that you can and stay focused, like fight for the things that you love, and know that imposter syndrome will come and go. It's not something that you will live without for the rest of your life. So just make the best that you can and stop worrying about like anything else, because you are great, you are cool. Coding is hard, but you can do that. Okay. What else do we have? We have someone that says something about Figma. Can you able to answer Figma tool questions which have missed in comments? Could you ask that Figma question once again, please? Because now I cannot scroll over through the comments. There are quite a lot, I think. But please do ask me once again that question about the Figma, because I think that I have missed it. Someone else says that the sound of a mechanical keyboard is so satisfying. I think that if you are using a mechanical keyboard, for you and maybe your friends are quite satisfying, but when you're doing a live coding session, it's not very satisfying for the other person, because someone else maybe gets distracted by hearing the clicks. Like, I really have in front of me, this is a mechanical keyboard. I don't think that you can hear me very well if I'm just typing with a mechanical keyboard. So actually right now I'm not using it, and I'm using the laptop's keyboard just because it's more quiet. And as for my mouse, I'm also using a silent mouse, which doesn't make any sounds, obviously, just because I know that people don't like to hear that click. And I have discussed it, I have like discussed that situation with other people as well, and they said also that they don't like that click. Okay, what else do we have? Let me try to copy one more question here. It says, how many hours do you usually stay in front of the computer? Do you do exercise? And well, let's start with the first part. How many hours do I usually stay in front of a computer? Well, because I am working full time, I stay for 8 hours in front of the computer, just because I have to go to work daily. And then I'm afraid, I'm a bit embarrassed to answer that question, because I know that I'm staying too many hours in front of the computer. So that's why I'm like deliberately lingering to answer that question. So after work, I usually stay like at least 3 or 4 hours on my computer. So maybe in total I'm staying like, I don't know, let's say 12 hours. I know that it's too much and I'm embarrassed about that. I'm really embarrassed about it. Like usually in the weekends I'm trying to spend like less hours in front of my computer, but yeah, maybe this is the reality for the weekdays. Um, Guys in the comments, just answer the same question. Please answer the same question. How many hours do you spend in front of your computer? Is it like too much or too little? I don't know. Um, Usually after work, I will continue with my studies, and as I said earlier, I study for my master's. This year, I have to do my diploma thesis, which is about UX and UI. So I have to make like a lot of research. I have to study a lot of things, and then usually I do some YouTube videos, and I have to edit those videos. And the editing process, like again, takes too much time. I know that you may don't understand that, but to edit a video, and if some of you have edited videos, then you know that it takes like a lot of time. It's not as easy as it may seem. You may see a video which is 10 minutes and you will say, okay, that person like devoted 20 minutes of their life for that video. But it's definitely not like that. For a 10 minutes video, I will maybe need 1 hour, maybe even more to edit, to upload it and stuff like that. So that's why I'm spending like too many hours in front of my computer. So as for the next question, which says, do you exercises? I know that a lot of people have that misconception that developers or coders do not exercise, but that's not true. I freaking love exercising. So I really love exercising. It's one of the best things out there. I try to work out 3 or 4 days over the week. So my goal is 4 days. I don't usually reach that goal, so I will have at least 3 days that I will work out. I'm going to the gym. I like to run. I like to do like other kind of exercises. I used to go to ballet, so I used to be a dancer. And after that, I just started going to the gym. So yes, actually exercising is a big passion of mine, and I don't think that a lot of people know that, but I'm really into gym. Okay, cool. What else do we have? Um, okay, we have like another question, and as I said earlier, please answer the question on how many hours per day do you stick in front of your computer, so maybe I will feel a little bit better on myself. Okay, so now Padel asks, and first of all it says hi, so hello, hello, hello. Just started 100 days of code, how to keep motivated. Well, every time that you feel unmotivated, think of why you started coding, why you started the challenge. Did you start the challenge because you want to get better, because you want experience, because you want a portfolio, because you want a job? You started that challenge because you have something in mind. So every time you're feeling unmotivated, think of those reasons. And something that can help you is not only to think about those reasons, but take a few minutes through the day and write down why you started the challenge. So when you have to go back to coding and you don't feel like that, see your paper, see your notes, and say, okay, I want to do that because I want to improve, because I want to find a job, because I want to have a portfolio, because I want to look cool, because I want to network and to find people to connect with them. Like, why did you start the challenge? If you think the reasons that you started the challenge, then I'm pretty sure that you will end that challenge and you will do an amazing job. Okay, like, trust yourself and don't worry if things are hard, because they are going to be hard. It's not easy, as I said, to code every day, but I have done the challenge of 100 days of code, and I have done like a lot more challenges. I do them because I know that they are challenging, and I know that after that I will be better. I will be better with coding, with design, with connecting with people, with time management, and all of those things. Okay, so now I have the question with Figma, I think. Just give me a second right here. It says, have you used Figma tool? If yes, then how was your experience? Will you recommend it? Guys, I actually haven't used Figma, so I cannot give you an answer here, but my plan is to start working with Figma pretty soon. I know that it's a good tool, but because personally I haven't used it, I can't give you a good answer. But as I said, I have in my mind to learn Figma. I want to use Figma for some like personal projects and stuff like that. I'm also into design, so I have to learn Figma actually, and I will do that pretty soon, and then I will be able to answer your question. So sorry right now that I cannot answer it. Okay, we have one more question, I think. Let's like read it together. It says, from Dream Traveling, greetings from Greece. Hi. I hope that you are fine here in Greece. Regarding the previous question for freecodecamp and 100 days of code, those two can be combined. Freecodecamp has the chapters separated in parts, so you can have one part per day. Yes, this is true. Obviously, they can be combined. I'm just saying that there is not like any connection between those things. It doesn't mean that because you're doing freecodecamp you're also doing 100 days of code, and the opposite. It doesn't mean because you're doing 100 days of code you absolutely have to follow freecodecamp. I think that people get confused with these two things, but freecodecamp has started from Osia, from Quincy Larson. Osia is the name on Twitter, whereas 100 Days of Code has started from Alexander Calway, which is an awesome person. If you don't follow him, like, follow that person on Twitter. He is awesome, and he has started the challenge of 100 Days of Code. So yes, you can connect those things, but this doesn't mean that they have like a direct connection. Okay. Okay, so now about the question that I asked before on how many hours you keep in front of your computer. Aman says that around 8 hours for me, like learning and practicing and social media and Discord. Yeah, actually guys, what do you think about Discord? Should I have like a Discord channel? Do you think I should have a Discord channel? Oops, I made a mistake. Give me a second, please. Sometimes I cannot type. I don't know why. Okay. Okay, someone else says that about 12 hours. Okay, this gives me like the courage and the motivation to know that I'm not the only one who spends like too many hours in front of a computer screen. Okay. Thanks for the reply. Do you know any Slack Discord groups to find coding buddies to do 100 days of code? Sam. Okay, Sam, I have your question right here. Yes, I do know a Discord channel. You can actually check the freecodecamp's Discord channel, and I think there they have like a subcategory for people that they are doing the 100 days of code challenge. So if you don't know the Discord channel, from freecodecamp, I think that you can find it from freecodecamp. I'm not sure about that, but after like we finished with that video, I will add in the description box a link that you can find the Discord channel from freecodecamp, and there you can find a lot of people that they are doing the 100 days of code challenge. Sorry. And actually in the description box, as soon as we finished with the video, I will try to add all of those questions, so if you want to go back to any of these things. Okay, I see that some of you would enjoy a Discord channel and chat. Oh my god, I can't speak. I see that some of you would enjoy a Discord channel, and maybe I will do that. Thank you very much for your support. I will keep that in mind. I don't promise you that I will do it like right now, just because I have like a lot of things in my mind, and also that's why I don't do as many videos as I used to do. It's because I have like a lot of personal work. As I said, I have like work, the daily work, like 9 to 5. Then I have my masters, and over the summer it was like a bit better because I didn't have to study for my masters, but now I have to go back to my studies, and that's why I don't have like so much time. Yeah, not channel but server. Yeah, sure, thanks about that. I was confusing the words channel and challenge and now servers, but yeah, thank you for that. Cool. Okay, nice. If you guys have again like other questions, feel free to ask me, because okay, I just got a question. Okay, let me copy that one. Okay, what do you use for testing JavaScript code? Testing with JavaScript solutions is not something you find a lot on YouTube. Well, there are some methods that you can use for JavaScript testing, but I don't do those kind of things. The easiest thing that I do is to debug. You know, I use the developer tools and I debug through the developer tools that you can find like online using Google, for example. And I also then will do the easiest thing, which is console everything, so I know what I'm running and what I'm not. But again, I don't think that I have like a very good answer for you just because I do these two things. So one is to use consoles through your code, and the other thing is that I use the Google developer tools to debug like everything that I want to. So far I didn't have like any problem with that, like using the developer tools. You know, again, as I said, the network tab, the console tab, and seeing the requests and stuff like that, but I haven't used like anything else, so my answer is not that full, I would say. Okay, let's go back like very quickly to the questions from Instagram, and then I think that we can go back to your questions, guys. Yeah, you can ask me pretty much as I said earlier, so everything. So yeah, what else do we have here? Okay. I think that I answered that one. Which programming journey? How do you grow Instagram? I think that I have a question that says how do you grow Instagram. I think that the answer to that question is pretty much the same as with other social media. You have to be consistent. You have to upload, I wouldn't say daily, but you have to upload every few days. You have to make sure that you comment on other posts, you like other posts, you connect with people, but you connect with people because you want to, and they are being called social. Keep the word social. They are called social media because they are supposed to be for social reasons. If you don't enjoy doing something, if you don't enjoy liking posts or commenting through other posts, just don't do it. But if you like to connect with people, if you like to share your ideas, if you know something new and you want to share it with somebody, then use your social media and do that. If you are consistent, and if every day you spend like maybe like some minutes through your day to go through everything, maybe Twitter or Instagram, I think that your channel will grow quick. Okay, this is my response to your question. I don't have anything else here. Okay, we have a question which says, why are you working so hard on your online presence? And I do work hard on my online presence, so I do work hard through Twitter and through Instagram, and obviously here on the YouTube channel, because I believe that these things can offer you some things way easier, and they give you opportunities that otherwise you wouldn't have. As I said, I got a lot of opportunities, and I got opportunities to travel, I got opportunities to speak to conferences, I got opportunities to write books and publish books. I mean, I'm not sure if you know that, but I wrote 3 or 4 books for Pact Publishing, which is pretty awesome for me. Those books were for D3GS, which D3GS is a data visualization library. And the fun thing is that, do you actually know how I got these jobs? I got those jobs because I was doing freecodecamp. So keep that. I did freecodecamp, and on freecodecamp I learned D3GS. I made some videos on YouTube about D3GS. Not a lot of videos, but a few videos about D3GS. Then I found a job for 6 months with D3GS. And the fourth thing that happened to me is that somebody over the internet asked me to write books about D3GS and they pay me money about that. So that's why I'm trying really hard with the social media, because you get opportunities when you least expect them. And those things you can find them on Pact Publishing. I have some videos about me working with Pact Publishing, and the people there are awesome. But I mean that the way that I started is like very, very simple, and everyone can do that. I started basically from freecodecamp, and I did the challenges there, and then I uploaded videos about the freecodecamp challenges on my YouTube channel, and after that I got a proposition to work on D3GS. I mean, isn't that awesome? That's why I work hard on my social media. I hope that I answered your question. I got then some questions over Instagram, and I don't know why people ask me those things, like, do you have a boyfriend? Do you love? You're cute. Nice tattoos. So guys, yeah, I'm not going to answer on this kind of stuff, so let's pass them. And what do you think about VueJS? So I think that now it's the time to answer that question about VueJS and React.js. Both of these things are awesome, and I think that you use those things for different reasons. You use React because you can do some specific things with React, and you use Vue because you can do some other things with Vue. There are, of course, some things that you can do with both of these libraries and these frameworks, but there are also many differences. Guess what, though? There is not an answer about which one is the best. There is not an answer about which one you should learn first. Those things come and go very easily. Like now we have React, we have Vue, but do you think that in like 4 or 5 years we will continue having that? Do you think that people in 4 or 5 years will continue asking the same things? They will continue asking about React and Vue. All those things have a base, and that base is JavaScript. If you know JavaScript, then you continue learning React or Vue or Angular or whatever else you may want. But now there is a trend, okay? And that trend, I get it. It's React, Vue, and Angular. Like, these 3 frameworks are everywhere. But that doesn't mean that one framework is better than the other one. No, this is clearly not the answer. And I don't understand why people keep asking those things. There is not an answer here. It really depends on your project. There are projects that are better done with React, and there are projects that are better done with Vue. That's it. If you want to learn something, I don't know, learn whatever you want. Maybe some people want React, maybe some people want VueJS. I don't know, it's the same, just start learning. But definitely, before you do those things, go back and learn JavaScript. If you know JavaScript, then those things will be much easier for you. Just learn JavaScript and then continue with React or Vue or something else. Okay, I don't think that I have like anything else here. Okay, let's also check the chat a little bit, which says, okay. So I have a question from Sylvan, and I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that thing. Oops, not that thing. Okay. I'm sorry, Sylvain, if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. I know that you also have sent me a couple of your projects for me to review them. I hope that you liked my review. And for those of you who don't know that, I'm also doing free reviews. You can send me your project and I will review it for free. Okay. So, the question is, what's your advice to handle stress in our developer's life? To be honest, I think that there is a lot of stress in our lives, and this is because things are changing too quickly, and Yes, basically it's about that, and because we have the imposter syndrome, and because we are procrastinating a lot, and because we have like the social media, and we forget about our normal lives, and we see people that they are doing amazing stuff, and we want to be like them, but we don't work on those kind of things. So take a moment, relax, and think why you're stressed, why you're so stressed. Write those things down, write those things in a paper, and work towards those things. Are you stressed because you're afraid you won't find the job? Are you stressed because you're currently working but you think you're not very good at your job? What's the reasons behind you being stressed? You have to tackle those reasons. You have to really understand them and see if it's actually a real problem or it's something that you have in your mind. Because, for example, if you think that you're not good enough, maybe this is something that you have on your mind. Maybe you are good, maybe you can solve everything, maybe you can do code, you can do projects, but you're feeling you're not worth that. And this is not a good reason to be stressed. Try to live your life as better as you can. Some things that can also help you to reduce the stress is eating healthy, sleeping a good amount of hours, going out, like exercising a little bit, and all in all, like try to figure out your problems on your own, or like, I mean, asking help, that's not a problem, but see if it's a real problem or not. Okay, let's continue with some other questions. Okay. The other question says, how to code fast? It takes a lot of time in thinking. Yes, obviously it takes a lot of time in thinking, and that's not a problem. As you practice more and more, you will get faster, but it's not something that comes so easily. If you have done something like multiple times, you will get faster, but again, it takes time and it takes practice. So don't think that overnight you will be the faster developer. And actually, it's not even a problem being slowly. The important thing is to do the job and have like some good results. Other than that, either you're fast or you're a little bit more slower. It's okay. Just do your job and don't think that much about the time. Reducing the time will eventually come. Do a good job, have code that it's readable, it's extendable, review your code, and if you feel that you are okay into that part, then think about going faster. I request you to drink water if you're tired of talking continuously. Okay, this is not a question, but I liked it. Yeah, guys, actually, I want to drink some water, but I don't have that much here. But I will take a few seconds to drink that water. I don't know why, but sometimes I can talk, and I don't even like breathe that much, if that's possible. But yeah, thank you for that. What about AI and machine learning? Okay. So I think that these two fields, AI and machine learning, are two fields that in the future we're going to see a lot more. Technology, like always, is going up. It's getting better and better, and these two fields, I believe that we are going to see some excellent stuff into the future. I think that if you're starting right now in your career and you're interested in those fields, then absolutely check them out. I'm pretty sure that in the future you will be able to find many more jobs in those two fields. So it's better like starting now, because we will going to see a hype in those fields. I'm pretty sure about that. AI and machine learning is the future. I'm not saying that they will get our jobs. I'm not saying that robots will get our jobs, but I say that AI and machine learnings are the way to go. So yeah. Let me also check another question here. It says, can you please make a video in future on tech YouTube channel you personally like and follow? I also requested last Sunday live stream. I'm not sure that I understand that question. I will read it once again. It says, can you please make a video in future on tech? Do you mean that I should make a video talking about the future of tech? And I also requested last Sunday. What do you mean last Sunday? Last Sunday, I think you mean next Sunday, and you want that video to be a live stream. Please elaborate a little bit more, and maybe I can do that, but for now I'm not sure because I don't understand the question. I'm sorry, okay? Name any interesting books that you wonder. Okay. I have one more question here, and guys, like, thank you very much for all those comments. I see that some of you are very sweet, and thank you very much for that. So we have another question that says, name any interesting books that you would like to suggest others regarding development. You mean coding, right? Not personal development. I think that you mean coding. One of my favorite books is the Eleftheria, the JavaScript Eleftheria. It's a very cool book, and actually, again, I can leave it in the description so you can check it out. Which one I mean, like about JavaScript. Eleftheria. I'm not sure if I'm typing that correctly, but I will leave it down in the description box. I can leave you a link so you can check it out like there very quickly, but just after that video. And this is the best one in my opinion, at least. And regarding design, I would suggest the design of everyday things, the design of by Don Norman. This is like again a great book. I have read it multiple times actually, and every time there are new things that I see there and I believe that I understand better. There are other books as well, but maybe I will leave them in the description box because I don't remember very well the name of them like right now. Yes, I see the future here, but it's not very helpful. I cannot understand that question, so if you wanna go again a little bit into more details, like, feel free to do so. Okay, so the same person, Amar, says technical YouTube channel which you follow, their names and links. Oh, okay, sure, now I got the answer. Yeah, obviously. Guys, if you're interested into that, I'm interested, I can do that. Let me have like an asterisk here, so I will remember that, and the next Sunday we can do also a live stream, and I can show you all the people that I like and I follow, and I believe that they are doing like an amazing job, because there are a lot of people out there that they are doing an amazing job. And I can give you like YouTube names, Twitter names, because there are also like many great developers on Twitter, and some people over Instagram that again they are doing amazing job. So if you're interested about that, we can do it like not the last Sunday but the next Sunday. Okay, I think that that would be interesting, and I always like to learn about new people. So if you have like any suggestion, you can leave a comment and I will check those people as well. And maybe some of you in the comments right now are also YouTubers, or are also doing an amazing job over Twitter. So if you want to promote yourself, just leave a comment there with your links, and maybe next Sunday I can add them and everyone can share their own. So I think that actually this is a pretty good idea. We have like one more question here, which says, is starting coding career from Python 3 beneficial? I think that before going to Python 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you should learn JavaScript, and if you learn JavaScript, then go to Python. Regarding like being beneficial, everything that you learn can be beneficial. So it doesn't mean because it's Python 3 and it's not Python 1, or it's not JavaScript, or it's not React, isn't beneficial. Everything that you learn is beneficial, and it depends on what you want to work in the future. If you have some projects that you know that they can be solved with Python, then yes, do learn Python. If in the future you want to be a doctor, then no, Python is not beneficial for you, but I think that you get the point. Okay, we have like an answer here regarding the books So I will add it right here, which says cracking the coding interview. I think it's a good book. Yeah, I actually think it's a good book. I haven't read it, to be honest, but I heard from a lot of people that said cracking the coding interview that it's a pretty good book. Maybe in the future I will also read that one. I think that it's going to be like very interesting. I am following you on Insta. Your posts are awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. If anyone else like wants to follow me over the social media, as you can see here, I have my Instagram and Twitter handle, so feel free to find me there as well. So although we have some more questions like from Instagram, I think that for now I will like leave it as it is, and maybe we can continue with your questions, guys, like next Sunday. For now I will go to drink some water because I don't have any right here, and I think that I will leave you for today. I'm wishing you all a really beautiful day. Stay home, stay safe, always sleep for at least 8 hours, drink your water, eat healthy, go do some exercises, call your mom, your dad, and your friends, and try to connect with people because you really want to. That's it for today, guys. Thank you very, very much for watching that video, and I hope that you find it interesting. Before you go, please don't forget to like it, and as I said in the beginning of that video, the most helpful thing that you can do for me is to watch my videos and share it with the world. So just please share the video, and if you know that someone would enjoy my channel, then feel free to recommend it. Thank you very much. See you.